I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching another edition of the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, reviews, and answers that you can use, like an answer to the question, wait, Chris, I thought you were only doing TLDR in a podcast, audio form now. Well, it's Christmas week, and as a present to everybody out there, we're going to try doing TLDR live on YouTube again. I will also be recording for the podcast as well, and you'll see kind of how I get that going here on my end. Every day, the patrons are able to tune in and watch me do it live on YouTube. They're able to watch the YouTube version of TLDR, but this week, potentially beyond, if y'all like it, okay, I gotta, again, if it wasn't for my Super Gnomies, I don't know if I'd be able to do TLDR at all. So I'm very grateful for everybody who supports me this way, and they get all sorts of bonuses. Let me know. Would you like me to or I guess us to post TLDR after it's streamed live for everybody, since the being able to watch it live is a bonus for the Super Gnomies, and then they can interact and everything. Plus, we'll have the hangout with the patrons as we do at the end of every TLDR broadcast, and I've talked about that recently. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things today. Housekeeping. We were going to do an AMA. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen today. I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed, because instead, I'm going to show a few smart home things that we got from Staples, and also go into some last-minute stocking stuffer ideas, as long as you got to promise. Please, just promise me this. You're not going to tell Diana, because some of the stuff is going to be for her. Not all of it, just some of it. Just going to give you some ideas. So we're going to cover those two things today, potentially even answering questions from those who have tuned in live. Before I begin, let me see if I've got everything that I'm looking for. Yes, indeed. I am going to go ahead and stage the podcast recording. Still using this little mic, this little lapel mic that I'm not putting on my lapel, because I tend to move around a lot, and that's bad news, because I knock the mic left and right. Okay, here we go. So you're going to hear me basically repeat myself. This is for the podcast. This is what I normally do. I kind of do a, hello, this is what's going to go on, and then I roll into it. It's weird to watch a behind-the-scenes video. You should see the CPU stuff when we stage that. That is fun. It's fun to see the final version of CPU and then everything that went into it. Completely different, like night and day. All right, here we go. Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching and or listening to another live edition of the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, reviews, and answers that you can use, like an answer to the question, are you going to be answering a lot of questions today? No, actually I'm going to be showcasing a few things. This is a simulcast, as we normally do, but everybody could watch the video version of TLDR as a Christmas present this week. We're making all the TLDR broadcasts after they're live public for all to watch. And with any more support from the general community, we'll continue to do that, if people really want us to do that. I've mentioned a few changes coming down the pike in relation to our YouTube channels, because we have several, and it's difficult to have one channel when you've got so many interests, so many things going on. Here's what's going to be happening. We've got the Geek Lifestyles YouTube channel. That's where TLDR is being streamed into. That's where I do the Q&A with you and me, a daily video, a question and answer video. 4 of those are patron exclusives, though. 1 is for the public. And then other live videos that we might do, like brick builds, hangouts, would probably be going in the Geek Lifestyles channel. Then the classic YouTube channel, the one that's kind of been everything, a catch-all, the Chris Pirillo channel, the classic LockerGnome channel, has typically been the vlog channel for a year or so. And what we're going to be doing is actually moving the vlog into its own channel. Very happy to say we already have a few thousand subscribers to the new Pirillo Vlogs YouTube channel. Thank you for that. I still would want to do personal vlogs in my classic YouTube channel. That was my hope. Unfortunately, YouTube still saw the classic channel as, Chris Pirillo, you are just, doing too many things. Like, well, what can I do? I'm a walking Venn diagram. I have a lot of interests. I'm interested in fun foods. I'm interested in beer, coffee. I'm interested in wine, yes. I'm interested in some bits of technology. I'm interested in some bits of geekery. I'm interested in pop culture. I'm interested in sharing my opinion. I'm a multifaceted kind of guy. So what we're going to do with the classic YouTube channel, now that the vlogs will be moving into their own channel, is basically producing all the CPU episodes. And I don't know if you've seen a CPU video yet. What we're doing is we're streaming behind the scenes to all the patrons. They can watch what goes into a product review or a showcase or a highlight. and then everybody else gets to see the edited version. Of course, the patrons would as well. But CPU, Chris Pirillo, you decide what the U is short for, because you really genuinely are the only U I care about. It's designed to be very edited, compact, fun, upbeat. It's not one thing. It's all of Chris Pirillo's interests in an edited video of some kind, and so the classic YouTube channel will basically be every weekday a new CPU video, edited CPU video for the world to get Chris Pirillo, which is, I'm sure, what you subscribe to the classic channel for. But even if you like the vlogs, they're in their own channel. Even if you like the geek stuff, there'll still be a bit of that there. It's difficult to really address the groups of people that I want to address through any one channel. It's even difficult to have like one Twitter account. So we have to use separate ones because certain people are only interested in certain things. And I understand the frustration that some people have when they want me to be just one thing for them, and it's very difficult to do. I've got way too many interests. And God, I don't know what's going to happen as I start getting more interested in fatherly things. that part of that's going into the vlog with the daily advice now, which it's been great to answer a question every day in the vlog. It may go in there. It may very well fall into AMA stuff that we do. And it could very well fall into a CPU episode. We don't know. You gotta experiment with this stuff. So thank you for coming along on this journey. I'm going to go ahead and begin this TLDR, since this is live, with something that I'm excited about. I talked about this in the vlog, and hey, you get a sneak peek if it hasn't been published yet, because I'm a few days ahead of schedule. One of my favorite things about the Christmas or holiday season. Let me go ahead and roll through the list of patrons to give them credit. The credit that they absolutely do deserve. These are patrons at a certain pledge level and higher. Active patrons only. My favorite time of the Christmas season, specifically Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, is the stocking. I love stockings. I love knowing that I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff in my stocking that I'll have no idea if I was even expecting. And it could surprise me. There are certain things that I want to have in my stocking, kind of traditions of sorts, and of course I've let Diana know, so she is fully prepared of what I would like to definitely have in my stocking, and so I'll show you that in a couple of seconds here. I wanted to run through a list of items that I thought would be great last-minute stocking stuffers for geeks, or potentially adults my age. So if you're younger and your father or maybe your mother, who might be a little geeky or might have grown up in the same time period that I grew up in, some of these things might be interesting. Just interesting in general. I believe a stocking should be full of fun. The last thing I want to see in a stocking, I'm going to be honest with you, is socks. Or underwear. I don't want that at all. Or even a tie. I'll never wear a tie. But if you have to get socks for somebody, make them fun socks. See, I've got these Darth Vader socks. Got them on sale the other day, like third off or whatever it was. No, I think it was more than that. Anyway, they make all sorts of fun socks. Like, all sorts. And it's usually like one size fits all. Usually. If not, you can kind of guess. And if you don't like Star Wars, or if someone else doesn't like Star Wars, they usually have a character that they might like. And I mean, these are for adults. That's not a kid. These are socks for adults. I could easily wear these. I won't, because I'm going to collect them. One of the things that I enjoy getting in my stocking, it's a good stocking stuffer, last minute kind of thing, but you can throw it in there and it's fun. Well, I guess the word for this, we used to call them chocolate coins, but I guess this is also a tradition, holiday tradition. I believe Gelt. You have to pardon, that's not my tradition. I just know I like getting chocolate coins in my stocking. These are fun to throw in there, chocolate coins. What I would love to have is, more themed type of chocolate coins, which is a variation on, what they've done with chocolate coins. So if you find themed chocolate, themed anything, it's always kind of fun. The stocking doesn't have to be serious. Make it fun, even for adults. I mean, if you made that stocking fun, I think they'd appreciate it. Another thing I like doing is getting candy that otherwise you would never get for yourself necessarily. I found this for Diana. Do not tell her. She hasn't gotten this yet because Christmas hasn't happened. It's Tabasco flavored jelly beans. Fun. I mean, I would say, like, what? Okay, yeah, I'll try that. It was worth trying. I also got this for Diana. Do not tell her. This is something else you can throw in there. Now, I don't know if everyone's going to necessarily like that, but how many people do you know who like emoji? I found this. It's a full set of emoji stickers. right there. I'll have to put the link in the video description or something. I hope you can get them online. All 280 emoji are represented here, including the poo, right there. Or as our little friend Adele said, he said it wasn't a poo, it was actually a chocolate dollop. Here's another stocking stuffer idea from Throwboy. It may not make a good last minute stocking stuffer this year, but if you got a handful of them and just kept them in a drawer, number one, I'm sure Throwboy would appreciate it. Number two, I guarantee someone you hand this to, if they know anything about emoji, even my mom and dad know emoji. So if I gave like a poo emoji keychain to them this small, this is a cute poo right here. This is the only poo I would consider cute. Even though my wife Diana, she thinks our daughter's poop is cute. It is not. Jedi's poop, I hate to say this, is not. It's poop. It's waste. It's refuse. So, finding something emojish, honestly. This is a good stocking stuffer if they're into emoji at all. It's usually the iPhone crowd more so than the Android crowd. They may not know much about it. We received this gift from somebody, and I think this is going to make a really good stocking stuffer. Originally, I was going to hang this, but I don't think I will. I think I'm going to figure out how to reprint it on a canvas because it's nothing special. It's definitely not officially licensed, but they sent this. It's called the Jedi Creed. They sent this for our daughter, Jedi, and I love it. This is a neat stocking stuffer. Or would be, giving someone like, whether it's some information on the family crest, maybe information about their first name, maybe their middle name, maybe their last name. It's kind of fun, different, and very, very personalized. And I love what the Jedi Creed says. Anybody can be a Jedi, by the way. Not just our daughter. That's her name. But now she's got something to basically go by. These are her rules. Jedi use their power to defend and protect. Jedi seek to improve themselves through knowledge and training. There is nothing wrong with that. But what I am going to do is probably hold on to this and then just reprint the rules, design-wise onto a canvas and hang that. Otherwise, it would have been a little too costly to get this rolled out on a custom frame. And I want to hold on to this. This is now a keepsake, but a fun stocking stuffer nonetheless. I'm also going to go as far as to say yes, any person who is just thrilled witless, especially a guy, even your dad, to look into his stocking and not okay, what I'm saying is a Lego minifigure. They make these things called poly bags. Okay? Like my dad loved Guardians of the Galaxy. He liked that movie. Like for weeks on end, all he would say is I am Groot. And so they have Rocket the raccoon right there. Or, I'm sorry, Rocket Raccoon, not the raccoon. I only saw the movie once, forgive me, and I wasn't a fan of the comic necessarily. But there we go. I would have given this to him if this wasn't mine. But let's say they're into ninja. Well, there's Ninjago. Maybe they're into superheroes. I believe this is Jor-El. Yes, it is. Jor-El. And that's not Superman. Superman's father. And maybe they were into Ninja Turtles when they were younger. So you could find something for them. Fun, simple, very affordable, and maybe it's something that reminds them of their childhood. I'm also going to throw in Garbage Pail Kids. Well, I would if I was stuffing someone a stocking and they happened to be my age and a guy who, had a sense of humor and, wanted to feel a little bit of nostalgia on Christmas morning, wasn't expecting it. And now, if you are an adult and you feel stress, you may be interested in video game themed stress toys, maybe, animated themed stress toys. There you go. Just find out what kind of character, what kind of game, or what kind of stuff that person likes. See, I like Tetris, so I got I can't even say it. Tetris stress blocks. So if I'm feeling stressed, I can't beat my top score in Crossy Road. I'm not the only one playing Crossy Road. I got John Prosser from Front Page Tech and his entire team hooked on it. There you go. So there's a handful of items that I have sitting on my desk, some of which are going to Diana, some of which are mine for my personal collection. Hopefully that gives you a springboard, some thinking points to think through, especially for people my age who aren't really into, oh, great, it's a pair of white socks. There's a child inside of every adult that is screaming to get out. Just help, just coax it out. Of course, I can't imagine any kid who wouldn't want this, as long as they can handle stickers. Yeah, come on. That was fun. Yeah, we had fun. Did we not have fun there? Is everybody having fun, or is it just me? Okay, maybe it was just me. Let's go ahead and kick in the screensaver. And as soon as I can put the mouse cursor in the right position, and move on to something else that I'm kind of excited about. Smart homes are all the rage, and I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm going to go ahead and take off my Santa cap, too. I don't want to break a sweat. Everyone seems to want to know how to smartify their home, make it a smart home, and it's really not that difficult. You don't have to move into a smarter house or place where you happen to live. Any home could do. You could upgrade your home in place. You wouldn't necessarily need to replace every single component that you would have in the home. And during this season, we've been lucky enough to work with Staples. And so they sent a handful of gadgets that are part of their Staples Connect system. So what they've got here is effectively the hub, their hub, the Connect, the Staples Connect hub, that allows you to connect a variety of devices that they've kind of gone through. They've vetted to make sure that you're going to have a solid experience in one home with a series of products from a variety of manufacturers through one hub. And I think that's what sets Staples apart. You could go and build your own smart home. You could take from this company and that company and the other company, but the problem is are they going to all work together? Not always. So that's what Staples is trying to solve with Staples Connect. And the hub has already kind of been unboxed. This is not an official unboxing because I did take it out of the packaging as I was trying to get things set up, and I realized, I should probably tell people about this. That's what the hub looks like right there. And you simply plug it in, connect it to your network, and if you needed a starter kit, do not worry, never fear. They also have that right here. It's the monitoring kit. Comes with pretty much everything you need to start monitoring, and that's one value of having a smart home, is that the components around you could be smarter. For example, a smoke detector. When it goes off, you can hear it. What if you're not home? Well, if you have a smarter smoke detector, well, that's a good thing, because then it's connected to something greater than the house. So if you're looking for a safer, smarter home, the first alert system here is not only for smoke and fire, but also carbon monoxide. Two huge dangers there. And many people don't have carbon monoxide detectors. So if you're looking to install carbon monoxide detectors, which is recommended, and yes, we do have them, I got them. It was after I heard that Weird Al Yankovic's parents died from carbon monoxide poisoning, and that's when I realized, why aren't these devices in our homes? So if you're going to replace anyway, you might want to upgrade to something that's kind of a 2-in-1 unit, connects to a greater part of your smart home experience through the hub. I'm going to go ahead and move that. Now, you know what? I've got a very dark office here, but the point is, this looks sleek. This looks like a work of art, not necessarily a piece of technology. And that's the kind of technology I like. I like the technology that it fades into the background. I love that. This is something that I talked about in the vlog a few weeks ago. It's a water sensor. Now, this is a big deal. We have, in the next couple of weeks, we have some contractors coming out to replace the ceiling because we had our furnace, or I guess the air conditioner upstairs, it wasn't installed properly, unfortunately, and water leaked down and damaged the ceiling in our laundry room. You've seen it in the vlog if you watch. Well, if we were alerted to water falling out of, bypassing the non-existent drip pan, which I've now put in there, with some water sensor up there, although admittedly not a very smart water sensor, just something that's there, we could have saved ourselves a whole bunch of muss and fuss and damage that has been, very, very expensive. I didn't even know until Staples sent this to me as a part of the Staples Connect system. I did not even know that they had smart water sensors available. And so I'm very, very appreciative of this. Absolutely could have used it. If you have any possibility of water damage anywhere, do the right thing and get a water sensor. If you're building a smart home, you might as well go the path of getting a smart water sensor as well. And for a lot of alarms, people have alarms set up. They may go through a security system, but if you're looking for additional security, you may want to go through and install one of these on every one of your windows or doors so that if they open, then you'll be alerted. I think that's really the bottom line. You're trying to make yourself smarter, and part of making yourself smarter is giving you the tools that will help make you smarter. It also comes with the Cloud Camera 1150 from D-Link. You're going to have a variety of devices on your network anyway. One thing that you've got to keep in mind is when you have all those devices, how well are they going to work together? So Staples has gone through the process for you and has really made it a point to become that point of contact for you for things that you might want to put in to your smart home. And if you needed it, this kit also comes with this. So you could get all of those devices online through the hub right there. And Linksys powers this particular hub. So you'll have everything you might need right there through one vendor, Staples. Again, we really appreciate their sponsorship. I appreciate learning something as well from them. The smart water sensor. This, as silly as it sounds, could have saved so much hassle. And it's not that I wasn't smart. I just didn't think. I didn't realize. I didn't do everything that I needed to do to better protect our our house too, which is now a smart home. Today, this is what I wanted to get into. I know a lot of people out there love headphone unboxings and reviews. I've been using the Jabra Revo for quite some time. I'm going to go ahead and unbox the Bose Sound True. This was also sent to me by way of Staples. It works quite well, I'm sure, with a smart home, especially if you have audio accessories in your smart home anywhere. There we go, we'll slide it out. What makes these unique is that they're not noise cancelers in every sense of the word, but they go over the ear, they cup over the ear, which I'll demonstrate here in just a minute, that's the type of headphone I prefer, personally, and that's what I've been using for a number of years. I haven't been using a Bose product specifically. I moved on from Bose, old noise cancelers, because I got tired of charging and forgetting to charge, and this, I would never have to worry about that at all. It also has a controlling device, so you can connect it to your phone or say, your iPad, your iOS device, and control it that way. So it's kind of a smart pair of headphones. So I guess it plays very well into the smart home. Got our instruction booklet. We've got a piece of foam to keep things padded. Very nice case in which can sit these Bose headphones. This may very well replace the headphones that I've been using for quite some time. If only because it has a nice case. The other ones didn't, and they kind of got clunky. I like that. It's got a little red zipper tag, so it's easy to find. That's wonderful. Plus, I love the color red. We've got the cable right there, and the controlling mechanism on the cable is down below. Sorry, it's still in the bag. Inside is laying your headphones right there. I'm going to go ahead and pop those out. That's it? Okay, that's the rest of the case. But I'm saying that's it because, dang, those are lightweight. Like, insanely lightweight. They're almost like they're not even here. Whoa, okay. We're going to go ahead and put them on. Usually one side has an L, the other side has an R. See, it's tricky sometimes if you wear glasses, too. Ooh. I always have to take the glasses off and then, like, set them on top of the phones. They fit completely over the ear. Definitely not noise cancelers. But if I were to connect the audio cable and listen to something, I'm not an audiophile. For me, it's less about style and design and more how does it feel? And it feels good. And I like these better than the ones I have been using because they're not touching any part of my ear. They're completely wrapped around my ear. And the reason why I say that is, again, I wear glasses. So if I had my glasses over my outer ear here, these headphones would press in and then it would get sore. And if you're listening to music and you're being entertained, you don't want to feel sore after you've been, listening to something for as long as you have. And more than anything, these are very, very, very lightweight. I'm sure they sound good, too. They're Bose. I loved my old Bose. Not noise cancelers, though. Not noise cancelers. And I don't think I've really, missed anything in terms of what you would necessarily want to know. Engineered to make your music sound better. What can I say? You could put 10 different headphones on me, and I might be able to tell the difference between all of them. I'm not an audiophile. I'm never going to be an audiophile. I like how something feels. I like, the features of it, but I have not used noise-canceling headphones for at least 2 generations now. I've kind of moved on from noise canceling. This padding is soft, and it's done in such a way that I know there's a value to noise-canceling headphones, but it doesn't make up for the fact that it's not a noise-canceling headset, but it is very, it shuts out a lot of the noise that you would want to, mitigate with noise-canceling technology. I like, more than anything, because it's all black. I like my gadgets. I'm glad to like my gadgets if they're black. or silver. Those are my two favorite types of gadgets, but black is my preferred. Black, then silver, maybe white, but it's usually black and silver. I'm a huge fan of those particular colors when it comes to technology. Cool! Boy, I got a whole bunch of stuff today. Well, at least I showed it to everybody, or at least tried to. And thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate everybody's support. I'm doing my best to make this Christmas week a good week for everybody, especially if you've chosen to support me and our various endeavors. I'm going to go ahead and move on to our patron-only hangout, which you are free to join. If you are a patron, we're trying to do this every weekday. I will not be broadcasting on Christmas Day. That's not something I'm going to be doing this year. We'll be recording a separate vlog, though. And so that's pretty much all I needed to say at this point in time. So I hope everybody has a good week. If I don't see you or hear you, or I don't hear you, if you don't hear from me until after Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season, no matter which one you choose to celebrate. And I just want to let you know I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. Yay! Okay. Did that work? I was just going through things. Live videos are fun. Dynamic, but we'll see what John says. He's the one who's got to edit. Let me pop into our audio chat. See what he's saying, if he's there. Will those work? What was that?
What?
Will those work?
Yes. No, it was awful, terrible.
Well, because the Bose stuff that's from Staples too, so they get wrapped into the same clip.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stocking stuffers were fun too.
Oh shit, Hangout.
Doing it right now. When you said hangout, it reminded me of it.
All right, I'm pumping in the hangout.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, doing it. We'll do it live.
All right.
We'll do it live. Hey, did you understand what I was saying with the Jedi thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I'll tell Bob we'll beat it.
Okay, give me a minute.
Stupid autocorrect. Every time I try to say Bob, it corrects it to Barb.
Okay,
That's
so
a good name too.
TLDR it says it was effectively transferred, but I'm not sure if it went over. Ah. Okay.
Quit thinking of all those AMA questions. You can answer them again.
Great. Okay, I'm going to pop into the hangout. See you over there, folks.
Okay, and then give us the link for the people.
Wait, no, what?
You just said you were gonna do it.
I didn't say I was going to do it. I said we'll do it live.
I'll do it.
I'm not doing it.